It's time to get into some dark magic with this thing, which I'm not familiar with the references. I'm with Chris behind the camera. What's up, Chris?
Hello, everyone.
All right, so what's up, guys? Welcome back to Brickmeupscottie. I'm Scottie. Hey, you're watching Bemis. If you don't like it, you can take this spear and shove it up your very nice hole. Remember, Chris, we have to stay PG for the kids.
Oh, yes. PG-13. Oh, no.
PG-13? Yeah, we can get away with it, maybe. Anyway, today we're looking at this another crazy authorized and licensed set. What are we looking at? You guys are probably already know the brand, so here we go. What you're looking at is from Area X. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime, the dark magician. AB0040 for 14 years and older. No idea how many pieces. Some brick lights. This set has a small amount of decals, just so you know. It's not a lot, but just be very careful. And a very beautiful box. Chris, are you familiar with this character at all?
No.
Do we know who he is?
No.
Too bad, you guys gotta look him up with Google yourself.
Yes.
Why did I get this one for myself? For me, if you haven't seen my channel, which I hope you have, but if you're new here, hello, how are you? You may have never seen this before. That's because I love to build brick brands that are original and something very unique. And this, of course, kind of blew me away. I was like, whoa, man. So Area X is doing licensed sets. Go watch my other videos. They're all on the channel. And this is the Dark Magician. This is the latest one. They're also doing smaller sets. So they have a small Dark Magician. They have a small blue-eyed dragon, all from the same thing. I'll put some pictures here so you can see that. That should be coming out pretty soon. But let me tell you, man, people bought a lot of the blue dragon from me, and they bought it with the original box. So definitely, if you can afford to get it with the box, get it, because it's pretty good. Chris, what do you think about this box presentation?
Yes, pretty good.
It's thick, it's hard. We got a bunch of these in the office, so it is available on my store. Brickmeupscottie.com. There's the front. There's the back. They're all little crazy details. So this is kind of like part model and part brick set. Model meaning like the arms, the hands, the legs, the heads, the chest plate. It's not really Lego brick, but, and it's cloth. He's wearing like this cloth material on him. When you take it off, he's totally brick built. So it's just like kind of, it's more brick built than model material. So if I slide this out here, just to show you this beautiful looking box, there's the back. There we go. Yu-Gi-Oh! Crossover with Area X. Come on, Big L. Where's your anime stuff, man? No, we got Zelda, and we're gonna spend like, I don't know how much the Zelda one cost. How do I open this thing? I forgot already. Oh, we have to slide this thing out. Oh no, it opens up. You ready for this? It opens up like magic, like this. Oh, do you see anything inside? Oh, shiny collectible card. There, let me pull this out. Oh, this is like metallic, man. Ooh, metal card, metal. Damn, man, how often do you see a metal card? Do we need a metal card?
It's really metal. Oh.
Yes, sir, it's metal. All right.
Oh.
Now check out this background, though.
Nice.
Dang. You'll probably want a box, especially if you're a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then when you open up here, it's just like nothing inside. That's where all the bags are and stuff. So very cool presentation. It will cost you a lot more if you want this box. But Chris, do we need this box?
No.
No, don't need the box. Just keep the card. It's super heavy too, man. Without the box, this thing can shrink down pretty small. Here's the instructions. Very easy to follow. The brick lights were okay. It can kind of fall apart if you're transporting it around, and I'll show you why. But if I were to open up a page here, it's pretty easy to follow. They do the highlighting color thing. I just don't like some of the colors, how they highlight it, because it kind of interferes with me. That's a personal thing. You can see the brick built part there. And also, if I were just to show you a little bit of the magician, okay, his body, his chest piece, his arms, all that. So it is brick built. It's just once you put the material on hands and feet, some of it is model pieces. I don't know if I put these on the store or not. So it really depends if like popularity or people will request. If you guys want me to put it on the store, I certainly can. These are like 3 dragons, but they're smaller scale one. I think they are on the store.
So nice.
I'll put the link in the description anyway. I don't know if I like the blue one. Which one do you like?
The red one.
The red one?
And the gold one? Pretty cool.
Red and gold. Yeah, it was small. They'll be like, you know what? I always say they're small and they come like really big. So maybe they are bigger. Maybe they're about the size of this guy. Anything else in this manual? Dark Magician, Born to Play. The card is for the lost missing pieces. That's it. That's all it shows. Okay, let's check out this nice and beautiful looking set. So you do get a couple of accessories. One is you get this spear that you build first, which can be a little bit loose. Look. There, see, it kind of does break apart. My suggestion is just switch the pieces around. Sometimes the grip might be a little bit tighter than usual. And it has another hand here. So he does have a couple of hands. He also has spare feet, so you can switch the feet around if you want to, but they're the same. And you do get this extra bonus signage right there that you can build and put next to him. And now, you've got the Dark Magician. Look at this thing, crazy. Is it fragile? Yes. And you can already see that the lights have been on, so they do have lights with the set. We forgot to turn off, but that's totally fine. It looks good like this. It has a kind of a Doctor Strange light in the circle area. The one thing I did not like about that is when you peel, you have to peel the tape off that strip, and it's like all the sticky part stayed on the part that you throw away.
Oh yeah.
So it's like really loose here, man. I wouldn't even use the brick light for this part. I mean, it kind of looks cool. Can you even see it? Well, Chris got a couple of shots already in the dark, so you can kind of see it does stand out pretty good. So yeah, just I don't know. You can kind of see some of the wires in some of the shot. So that's one light. You got a string of lights there. You have a brick light with 3 lights that hide within these green crystals, and there's one on the back as well, like that. And there's actually one more, Chris. But do we want to turn it on? Because I have to open up this ball to turn the light and turn it on. I'm not a fan of like taking things apart. Everything's gonna fall apart. So I'm gonna leave this one off. But there is one more orange brick light inside to kind of make this guy stand out. Putting it together is actually pretty fast. It is on ball joints for everything. So like the little green crystals are on ball joints. These are on little ball joints. This fire flame thing that's being held into the book. This book is ball joint. The guy is being mounted in through his ass. We'll see him in his butt, sorry. We'll pull him off and I'll show you how he looks independently. We'll try to pull everything off. My favorite part was this ring piece, man, that goes all the way around him. Gold, chrome, ring. That was fun. Like, I like that. The base was pretty straightforward. If you build the other one, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. And you have these like little white pieces like that that are coming off. So I gotta push this back in here. Yo, my head compared to his.
BJ. Head. What?
That's too sharp for you, Chris.
Oh yes.
Wait, no, kids show, man. Okay,
Yes.
so model piece. So what I mean is if I take it off here, his helmet piece. There, you see? So it's like one piece. I can use this for my little fingernail. Hello, kiddies. How are you? Yeah. Okay. And his head is like a model piece, and this whole thing is a model piece up here. Oh, it looks really good, but yeah, just know that it's not fully brick built. Okay, I like his chest plate there. If I spin him to the back side, or even the side here, lots of armor mounts here, ball joint on the inside. You have to be a little bit careful with that because it can pop off, and you have to take this off, take his head off, take the chest plate off to put the arms back in. I like the back here. That's actually pretty cool, right, Chris?
Yeah.
The shape. Wow. This thing right here. This thing wraps around his body. You have to pull it really tight because it's like leather. You have to like really, I guess it's leather, but you have to like push it really tight to get it in, and it does fit. And this chest plate has to go on top. It can be a little bit too snug or tight, so you got to be aware of that, right? And then you can pose his legs bend, his arms bend as well, so you can kind of like move this straight, move it here. You can articulate it a little bit. You can put his hand behind his back like that, depending how magical you want him to be. And he's doing a kind of leap. And we still need to talk about like what this guy is actually doing. I have no idea. He's like using a fireball, right, Chris? He's holding a wand, using magic trick, jumping out of the book. For you Yu-Gi-Oh fans, please let me know in the comments. I'll pin your comment if you know exactly what he's doing and why he's doing it, if he's a powerful, dark guy. This is really cool though. I love the pose. I like this part that's like a fireball going completely nuts. I had no issues putting all of that together. Let me show his nakedness there. You can see his legs spinning, right? So it's totally posable, but you do have to be careful. If you're like snapping them in, if I'm like moving this whole thing, you can see everything kind of wants to move. So you do have to be a little bit careful of like the detail stuff, you know, when you're pushing things down, you might have to like readjust things and other things might pop off. This was cool, man. I don't know if I got the shape or like the angles right. You can totally twist all of these. They go into this plastic bubble, but it's just, yeah, pain in the ass. You gotta pull everything off to get into that brick light. And once it's on, it stays on. But just that effect, like his wand touching that ball going, and again, you do get a spare wand here. This is just a spare one to like mount on if you don't want that fireball. We'll try that after this. You got the sign down there. That is a print. Once again, the little green crystals. These are badass, man. I like how they're on ball joints. It's really easy to put together. Oh, sometimes the shape on the manual might look a little bit odd. You'd be like, oh, what am I doing? But once you get it together, or the alignment, just look at the next step to find out where the alignment really goes. They cover the brick light pieces here and here. And these ones are going into one single brick light. You don't have to worry about turning on each one of those. You know, you got like explosion things with these pieces on. So they're gonna, not even sure what's going on. I like these pieces down here. It was kind of weaving in and out of each other. That's pretty cool, man. Then we come to the back side. You got another crystal there. And this switch back here is the green for the green lights there. So you can see that. So one light for those ones. And yeah, sometimes these things want to just drop down. So I'm not quite sure like how to balance those properly. And you have more of these pieces here that they can pop off easy, but the look of that is okay. I'm not quite sure. Is it the ground exploding up? I'm not even quite sure. Even over here, you got more of these pieces that I could probably have moved to make it look a little bit better. But yo, that's pretty neat, man. Ooh, almost kind of repeats the look, but different positions for those pieces down there. Okay, so now that we've seen the whole thing in general, well, let's just take this off and see this individually. We gotta take this thing off this guy's butt. Okay, now he's mounted to, see, the thing is like, the wand is mounted to the ball is mounted to the book, so don't pry it all off. I would pull the hand off. Well, that came off anyway. Okay, that's a faster way of doing it. And I pulled this guy up. Oh, he liked that? Oh, part of his ass got stuck to this thing. Okay, then I'll take that off here. Let me put this back on here. Oh, he's falling apart there. Okay, well, that's fine. That will give me a perfect excuse to take this guy apart. Here, let me just show you what he's like this. Okay, so you pull the head off. He's on a clip, so this is like brick part. You pull off this material here. There you go. So you can see like this is all brick built here, and the back side is where the material has to fold over. So you had to pull off these two pieces now, because I gotta get his body back. You take off this part. This one unfolds here. This one unfolds here. Okay, so this is the front material. All right, and then this is the back. So maybe I'll leave the back on, but you can totally see like his body right there is all brick built. And then we gotta get his legs back in here. I'll shove this back here. I'll put everything back to normal. So this is why you had to like kind of stretch. I remember this part was like kind of hard to stretch. I'm like, this is not gonna fit on here, man. But it does fit on here. We stretched it over, and even I got the piece in just fine. Could they have done without the leather thing?
But if they don't do, I think this pretty good for the material.
Yeah. So if I were to stand them up like this, there we go.
Oh,
So let me.
Lego, man.
Oh, I forgot to put his shield thing on here. This clips into here like that. This clips on here. So I guess the hardest part is the guy more than the actual set itself. Okay, posable. We'll put his other hand here, ball joint. I'll do it with a little swag, little hip hop lean. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it too much. But you get the idea. You can actually somehow, they don't show it in the manual, but you can actually pose him like he's standing. Remove the ball piece, so you don't have the electrifying ball here, and put the book straighter. So I'm gonna take the electrifying ball off this really quick. Like that. We'll call it the electrifying ball, right? So for this part, this section, you would just lean this up here like that. But see, it wants to pop off already. But somehow it shows them standing here like that. So I'm not gonna do that. Now I took off the book, so let me just show you the book part. We've seen enough of him, right? You guys happy with him? You guys like him, don't like him? We'll lie him down over here. I thought this was actually really cool, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, so there are decals on this set. This one's going over all these tiles, and the arrows are decals as well. You have to be really careful putting the decals on, because once you're done putting it on, you're screwed. But there is a correction sheet. Make sure you put the correction sheet. You'll know. You just follow that order, and you got this crazy looking book. A magician's book. It doesn't open up. Does it open up? Oh, it does actually. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, it's really tight to open up though, but it is on like hinges. Look, there's nothing inside. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't really notice that at all. But there you go. You're getting this nice little book. Yeah, it kind of really doesn't. It's not really meant to open, but it can if you want it to, and everything will just want to kind of pop off here like that. Oh, and I screwed up on the sticker anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now it looks worse, the arrow. But I remember the sticker actually fell off on the instruction, and I couldn't peel it off, and it was like so hard to put it back on here. But anyway, a nice little book. Now let me show you the stand one more time. The full view. So this is the light. I'm just not it's supposed to be sticky, and I even see like parts of it wanting to come off, like the LED strip. I think this was a little bit overkill, but it looks nice like that. It does look nice, but this part, the circular part, can come off. So if I were to pull it off, because they're just on clips like that, once they come off now. So let me see if I can just pull this part off, and this part is held down here by one more piece here. Let's see if I can pull this out. Oh, it's probably just gonna knock that part off. Okay, I'll just do it like that. And you can see it kind of went undone, but it's pretty fast to put this part back together. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Doctor Strange, the Doctor Strange ring. Do we know what's happening?
Shang-Chi, is it? Tommy?
Oh, the 10 rings.
Yeah, right.
Shang-Chi, 10 rings. It reminds me of the Stargate ring. Remember Stargate, the movie? The guy goes to Egypt. They use the Stargate, the ring, the blue.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? This could
could
totally be a Stargate ring like that, but it wants to fall apart pretty easy. But you saw me holding it earlier and everything. It's the clutch of the gold pieces, not that perfect. But still. Have you guys seen a set that does built quite like this? I haven't. So I thought that was interesting. This piece reminds me of the alien head, yeah?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I've never seen that mold before. I don't think I messed around with that before. Is that like a boat piece? Right? And you got these two giant rock things here. So like I said, everything's on giant, or everything's pretty much on ball joints, man. Even this. So they can, some of them might pop off. Just the angle, how you put it in. I'm not sure if I have it in the right angle and stuff. And then the bottom of the plate is like that. You still have to be a little bit careful because the edges kind of can pop off. Oh, see, this part came off. But just so you know, that's what it looks like underneath. The other brick light for the green rocks is down here. Easy to turn on. And this part, you just gotta kind of move this out of the way and slap this back in here. Slap it. Chris, final thoughts, what do you think?
Pretty cool, Jojo. Pretty cool.
Just a lot of...
Except the light. That light is...
You don't like that light too, right?
Yeah.
I think that light, this light is a little bit overkill.
Yes.
You gotta put the clutch back in on this piece. Here's, you know what? I would buy the set just for this eyeball. It looks like a bad guy from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Krag. Like the thing that, I don't know, the brain or whatever. Pretty interesting, right? It's just to show you how hard it is to take the light out. You have to go like that. You gotta take this out. You gotta take this out. You gotta take this one, the bottom one out. You gotta take this out. You gotta take this out. So you're just left with that. And you still gotta pry it apart. Like that. And then you can turn on this light. Like that. Put it like that, there you go. Now you have a ball light. Oh! And it's gone. And just so you know, the strip of light, the brick light piece is here. There. They're getting too crazy with lights, man. I don't know what to do with this thing. Chris, you wouldn't use this light, right?
Yeah.
Take it away. Don't use this light, man.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. Now I gotta put this guy back together, and you're probably gonna spend another 20 minutes just to like make it look nice again. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. So there you guys go. Hope you enjoyed this Dark Magician. Let me know what you want to see next. Go on my site, check it out, brickmeupscottie.com. There's too much stuff, man. I gotta control myself. I don't even know where I'm gonna put this guy. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Chris, so much for helping me.
Welcome.
Until next time, you guys. Brick me out.